Hey, welcome to a art book kind of talk. This is art book update number 1. There's more art books to come, but I'm going to talk about 4. This is one of the 4. The Peace Walker art book. This is the first Metal Gear art book I have bought. I've got one with a pre-order before, but this is the first like full-length 200-page art book, which is to me. Like, I wasn't sure if I should buy this at first. I was kind of like, oh, I don't know if I should buy this. But, like, I said that, I was like, well, I like Shinkawa. He does great art, and I love the game. So I think I'm gonna do a piece of. I think I'm gonna buy it. So I bought it, and it was for $60 and 200 pages, and this is the first page. Already looks damn sexy. I'm gonna pull up a random page here. Here you go. You got Huey from the game. Another, like, look at this, for instance. This is gonna help me. This page, like, look at the detail here. You have, like, each spec. There's no need for you to know the specs of this, but, like, there's a spec of each, like, railgun, like, little mechs, the mechs in the game, and it's all for this little thing. These 2 pages, all go to this. Like, whoa. I mean, it's a great art book. It's 200 pages of very well done content that's all put in this art book. It's a great art book. If you really want a book full of beautiful art, this is the one. And even as the art book itself, it's, besides the art being beautiful, what makes this worth your money is beyond the art. They have, like, a lot of concepts here that didn't even make it into the game. Like, there's mechs in this book that are not even in the game. They even have storyboards of cutscenes that weren't even in the game. For instance, I can't even explain it because it's so unique. Like, there's a scene where Big Boss and his unit was like, hey, I think this person's a spy, and they all, like, find out, and they all rush into this one room where this guy was, and the person ran off or something. Like, it was just, the storyboard was so well, like, drawn. There was Japanese to go along with it, but I can't read it, but, like, looking at each board, it's just, like, there was a lot of story that was not even in the game, and a lot of mechs and a lot of concepts. There's a lot of stuff in this book that wasn't even in the game. It's a great art book. If you're looking for a good art book, this is the one. I got the most out of this. Like $67. I 60 something dollars I paid for this, and, like, to me it feels like a $300 art book to me. It feels that way, and it's like not. It's just, wow. I paid $60 for this. Oh man, that's, like, if anything happens to this, I would be really pissed. Like, oh man, nothing would make me feel happy again if something happens to that. That's my favorite art book ever. So then we go to this. It's kind of a bad follow up. MGS4. This game to me is one of my least favorite Metal Gear games. I love Peace Walk. Peace Walk is my top favorite. Then it goes to 3, 2, 1, and then 4, then Portable Ops. Portable Ops is the worst. Oh god, I hate that game. But this one is, it's not a bad game. I think it could have been better. So I'm gonna show some art here. See, like, there's a lot of game, like, 3D renders of each character, which to me bums me out. I don't like that at all. I mean, I don't mind if it's like like a little like that. It's like, oh, this is like a little on the corner, and the rest is art, but it's not. It's like there's 2, and to me, I hate looking at 3D art. I really don't like that at all. Like, which is weird because, I mean, then you look at this and it's just, oh, look at all this art, and these characters are not even the main cast, and they have a lot of artwork for them. Like, and this book to me is the most ironic book I've ever read, went through, because you have Otacon, who's a one of the main characters, and he has like not even half a page dedicated to him. It's like way at the bottom of the page, and it's not even an art rendering of it. It's just a 3D artwork of Otacon, which is just like, I can find this on the internet, and I mean, this is, to me, an art book is, it should contain art that's either on the internet and this kind of stuff that you've never seen before, which this has, but like for Otacon, it only had like 3D render of him. That's bad. That's pretty bad for a character, and he's a main character too. Like, a soldier has more artwork than he does, which is kind of ironic for him, but kind of sad for him. But whatever. This one, it has less pages than Peace Walker, which to me kind of baffles me because this was on a PS3. This is on a home console, and this is on a handheld, and that has more content than this book does. And this is a really big game that people really wanted to play, and it doesn't have a lot. It's a good art book. I can't recommend it at all because it's to me overpriced. It was like $100 something, and I sat there and was like, well, I need to buy this. If you're a Shinkawa fan, yeah, it's worth it. But if you're just looking for a good art book, it's not worth that price. This is worth it. That's worth it. But with this, it's like it's good for a collector, and if you like the game. But other than that, why care? It's a good art book, but I can't really recommend it. Now this one got a lot of controversy on Amazon because before I bought this, I looked at the reviews, and it got like 2 stars. It was very low rated. And this is Darkstalker's graphic file. My bad. I like this book a lot more. I thought it's underrated. It's the most underrated art book I own, actually. Every other art book I have is like so highly rated, highly admired, whatever. This is the only one I have that's like not even good according to some people. This is worth it. This is worth the money if you're a Darkstalkers fan. And like, I bought Darkstalkers pre-owned, and it didn't come with an instruction manual. This has a lot of like combos in here. Here's a good page. They have like each Darkstalkers game, like Darkstalkers 1, Night Warriors, whatever, and they have all their moves there. And that to me is great detail because it's a great book. It's a really nice book. I love it, and I bought it on a whim, and I still love that book because it has a little bio of each character. Like, if each character, like, for Morrigan, that's Morrigan right there. They have a biography of her and even a developer commentary on her saying, like, oh, well, when we were considering making Morrigan, she was originally supposed to be a vampire. And you can kind of see some of the hints there, like bat ears, whatever. And they said, well, at the last, we decided to make her a succubus. And, well, obviously, she's a succubus. And like, reading stuff like that makes me really happy. And then with her name is Lily, or Lilith, something like that. She was originally supposed to have the exact same face as her. Like, they're supposed to share exact same head, whatever, but they decided to make her own little character, kind of, but share some aspects of Morrigan, whatever. They're supposed to share some aspects, like bat ears, whatever. And the concept with her was that she has, like, no soul or something. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I read her profile, but I know to some extent she wants to have her body, pretty much. Like, not in a sexual way, but in a way of she wants to become her. Which is an interesting story for this character, because this character I don't really know or care for. I like her a lot more. But, whatever. It's a great art book. It goes through the timeline of Darkstalkers. It has a lot of stuff in there. To me, it almost warrants a day for me to sit down and read each page, because it's good. It's a really good book. So if you really want a nice book to sit and read about concepts and whatever, this is a good book. It's a really nice one. Okay, next one. This one is same game, Darkstalkers, but this one I have a nice little thing to say about this one. This is a Darkstalkers tribute. Now this art book, I'm gonna sit down for this. This art book isn't done by like a artist that Capcom found. Like for instance, like Yoshi Shinkawa, Kojima found him and he started doing the art. This is not done by like an artist like that. It's done by freelance artists who are actually fans of the game. Like they actually like Darkstalkers. Like that's why it's called tribute. It's not Darkstalkers the art book. It's Darkstalkers tribute because it has artwork from people who are not even part of the game. Like Jeffrey Chamba Cruz. He is an illustrator. He does deviant art, whatever, and they put him in a book. They put him in a book, and that's what's like this art book. You'll not. It's all done by people, by fans and freelance artists, like whatever, and they're all in this book. It's not done by an official Darkstalkers artist. This is done by all random people, freelancers, whatever. It's a great book because for me, I'm an art major, and this is very nice because it has a lot of artists in there that's like a freelancer or even I think just random users as well who go on DeviantArt. Like there's like and they credit them. It's a great book. It's a great tribute to the game, and the artwork is so beautiful. And these are people who are like freelancers and whatever. And it's like I never heard of these people before, but their artwork is beautiful. This is a good art book. I really recommend it. If you're going through a Capcom art book, if you buy this one, Darkstalkers Tribute, don't worry about it. It's a good one. It's a really good art book. It's like thick for one. Like look how thick that is. Full of artwork, double like that's so beautiful and it's breathtaking. Each one. I mean, there are some pages there that I don't really care for, but it's so beautiful. It's gorgeous. It takes your breath away. I mean, it's just oh man. Out of all my art books, like this one, and the Peace Walker one are near my top favorite. The graphic file is fine, but that's for the hardcore Darkstalkers fans. If you're just like, I don't know what Darkstalkers is, whatever, this book is beautiful. It has good artwork in it. If you're just interested in the artwork, this is great. This is great. And to me, that's what an art book's all about. It's about looking beautiful. All that. I mean, a full content-wise art book is the Peace Walker art book. Oh, this one, like there's stuff I discover every day about that book, and it's so beautiful. It's amazing. So that's the Darkstalkers art book. I really recommend that if you're into art and all that because it's not done by a Capcom artist. It's done by just random people that Udon found online. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's Udon. Udon does a lot of good art books for Capcom. Like they have a Street Fighter one. They have a Resident Evil. I think they have a few. I like them, but I don't at the same time because I'm getting kind of sick of them because they just do a lot of. I don't know. I mean, it's not like Udon's a terrible company. It's just I really don't care for them because I mean I don't know what it is. I just don't really care for Udon as much. I only buy it for the games. I don't buy it for their company. But those two are really good. Get this one if you want an art book. This one is great if you want a good art and stuff to read and all that. It's great for that. And this one is. It disappointed me. When I bought this, I thought I was going to get something amazing. And, like, MGS4 was really one of the reasons why I bought a PS3. And to see this art book be a disappointment to me was just kind of disappointing. Because there's there's concepts for the Beauty and the Beast unit, which is great. But they could have done so much more with that game. And that, to me, kind of disappoints me. It's a good art book, don't get me wrong, it's a great art book, but I think if you're just a casual fan of Metal Gear and you want to get an art book, you are paying way too much for that. And I would say just get this one instead. Because that one I think you can find still on Amazon for $60-something. I mean, I know there's one that's being sold for like $100 or $200, which is, to me, whatever. Because to me, this is a $300 art book right there. This is a lot for me. Like it has a lot of content in there, And as a fan, it's like of Peace Walker, like, look, I own the game. I own the game. I played it. I beat it, and the art book is better than the game almost. Like I love the game. The game is great. Like it's a great game. But the art book just has so much more in it. It's not even funny. Like I love the art book. I mean, it takes my breath away to look at this art book. It's a gorgeous thing. It's like 200 and something pages of good content in here. It's a thick book. I mean, if you really want an art book, get this one. Get the Peace Walker one. That one's the best one I can recommend. Like it just has a lot of stuff in it, and that to me is what an art book should be. It should be this one. This is the ideal art book because it has art for the game that is done by Shinkawa and stuff that's even like concept wise is perfect. It is the best art book I can recommend. I can't recommend it enough. That's the thing. Like if you don't buy this, if you don't buy the Peace Walker art book, if you're buying an art book and you don't buy this, you're a dummy. You're a retard. You should go shoot yourself because this is the best one. Like this one's the best one. That one outshines them all. It is really great. I'm not saying that because I like Big Boss or that era or whatever. It's just the art and the content in it is so well done, so well done. I say get this one. This one, that's the best one I own. So that's it. That's it for this art book collection. See you next time. I'm gonna just do something else later.